to turn around in moon in the Cancer. If you have moon in your Cancer, this is the house of your mother, how the intuition was going on. Since this is the house of the mother and an intuition of your mother, there's a childhood memory going on this placement. And if this is in the Cancer, maybe your mother are failed to breastfeed support the child and the baby, suffering from breastfeeding issue, or kind of like lack of caring of your mother. Having a moon in Cancer, it's like feeling of, how do can I say that, I think it's about feeling of neglection, feeling of being lessened, or feeling wasted, or feeling uncomfortable and sensitivity. Your mother could be like very emotional when bearing you as a baby when you were a kid or a baby as usual. And this mother is lacking milk on her breast, and also can literally issue with eating seafood, because since this is a Cancer, it's a crab, where the mother is very sensitive, and because of that she neglect connection with the baby when it's growing up. So there's a tendency, if you have in moon in the Cancer, your mother is very emotional. She literally can revise your feelings. She can't read what you feel, because again, this is sensitive Cancer. So your mom could be lacking of sensitivity. Maybe when you were bearing as a child or you were a kid, your mother did not give you a emotional support. Your mother could be like not giving you any attention or kind of emotional bringing in your home, because moon in Cancer is suffered from like traumatic emotional dysfunction. Like for example, your mom is like so dramatic. I don't know if it's in it, but if this is located on your childhood memory, then itself as a moon sign, then you have a great memory with your loving connection to someone when you're a kid, but it lack of emotional support. It lack of something attachment to the mother, because this is in the water sign. Since this is a water sign, there's a tendency that you feel neglect emotionally support with your mother. Like she's there giving you a milk but not a breastfeed. Or there's a tendency lack of milk support or lack of resources in your liquid need when you're a baby. Like there's a tendency your mother could be like very emotional when bearing the baby on her womb. She can't resist her emotion and can control anything on her emotion daily when having a baby on her womb. When you're a kid, you feel like nobody cares about your emotion. When you're a kid, maybe there's a chances that your adaptation to your grandhood and your grandparents are lacking emotional support. Like since they care about you but not attachmently, because this is a house where so very sensitive. So it has a drama going on here. And that's all I can say about moon in Cancer. There's a tendency that if you have this on your placement, you lack emotional support, but you still want to feel that way. I think your emotion will fulfill and satisfied if this is emotionally genuine, enthusiastic, and also positive, emotional connected in your soul, in your mind. But because this is lacking to your emotional support, this tendency can turn into dramatic and also very inconsistency on your emotional needs to your mother because it was neglected. So if this is in your positive aura or positive sign on the moon's Cancer, there's a tendency that your mom could be far away from you overseas, like it's very so deep as Cancer, but it doesn't attach to the emotional needs of one another. So because this is so much dramatic sensitivity and also loving, caring, it lacks of emotional bringing. It also like affects the mental health. Maybe your mother suffer from stress, anxiety emotionally. Like there's emotional barrier going on here. Your mother in Moon Cancer could be like overseas worker, like she is far away from you when you're a kid. There's a tendency your mother is far away from you when you were there as a kid. Like she literally abandoned your emotional support when you were a kid. That's all I can say about Moon Scorpio. Oh, how can I say that? Moon in Cancer, Moon in Pisces, all of that in the center of water sign in the moon. As all of that, it actually it's self energy where your mother is maybe lacking emotional support since this is a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. It lacks of emotional like bringing of motherhood. It's very dramatic, but at the same time very feeling of unsatisfaction emotionally because it needs to be attached by the depth of the soul, as deep as the ocean, since this is a water sign. So yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you subscribe and listen to my other video.